Thanks for joining us, and today we're going to talk about how to improve your meditation instantly. So there are many different types of meditation. So some people are focusing on following the breath. Some people are using pranayama, controlling the breath in an intentional way. Some people are using visualization. Whatever it is, that you're using, there's one thing that you can apply to every single meditation practice that you are currently doing without a doubt, and that is the inner smile. Now, the inner smile is something that comes from Taoist internal alchemy, and it sounds simple, and it is simple, but the effects are profound. So the inner smile begins with a perception of what we are feeling internally, what we call interoception. So if you had an experience when you're doing meditation practice where you get this internalization happening, which is also called Pratyahara in yoga, you will start to feel that there are some subtle sensations. And so one of the ways, if you're not familiar with this and you are doing a meditation practice, one of the really easy ways to start feeling this sort of subtle internal sensations is simply by being aware of your hands. You can take your hands, you rub them together briskly like this, right? You can open and close them quickly, and then just shake them out a little bit and relax and feel that. Now the blood circulation is increased in your hands. If you relax your hands and just start to feel, you can feel the blood pulsation in your hands, your palms, your fingers, and just start to feel you may feel a kind of a tingling. And below that, there's a very subtle sensation that you can feel, right? When you're doing meditation, that's where you want to, that process is where you want to become aware. It's this subtle sensation below all the physical sensations, up below the blood flowing, all of that. It's this very subtle sensation. If you start to move your hands towards each other like this, you can start to feel there's like this pressure or tension or electricity or whatever, right? This is a subtle part of your energetic structure, right? So when you're doing meditation, like you can just do that as an experiment, just to test out and say, oh, wait a minute, yeah, I actually feel something. Okay, I move my hands together, I feel this tension or this pressure, I pull them apart. It's almost like I'm pulling these threads apart kind of thing. You feel something, right? So once you become accustomed in meditation to having an interoception, this inner awareness, then that's really what you want to build as a skill set. And in meditation, some people are developing that skill set in meditation with their practices, and some people are not, right? Some people are very, getting into very much about visualization or only following the breath and that kind of thing. And those are not quite as effective. That's why at Modern Kriya, our website, modernkriya.com, we recommend sort of an intentional breathing type of practice, right? A pranayama practice like Kriya Yoga, which is one of the things we teach, and also its derivative, heart rate variability, resonance breathing. So we teach that, on our website. So check that out if you're interested. But the inner smile, right? So the inner smile, if you see this smile from a child, right? A loving, open smile, there's something in us that responds immediately because it connects to the core of what we are, right? So this sort of love inside of us. And it is not a sentimental love. This is like a pure love. And so that's what you feel with children often who smile. If you are open to it and aware, you feel this pure kind of love coming from them. It's very soft and radiates outwards. Maybe similar to what you might have experienced, the radiation coming from your hands, except that it's this love, right? And certainly babies, if a baby's smiling or laughing, you can feel that. It's almost tangible, right? So that inner smile is very much about connecting to the core of who we are, right? And so we have a video on the inner smile where we'll go through kind of different steps of being aware and just trying to open things up. But that's what you want to do. The innocence of that open, loving smile that comes from a child or from a baby is the essence of what the inner smile practice is about. It is the smile of complete acceptance. You're not, it's not a conditional smile, so somebody's done something for you that you like and you're like, oh, I'm happy now because I got what I want. It's just this pure love that comes out, right? So the inner smile is really about tuning into what we're experiencing at the present moment, right? It's especially in a meditation context, what we're experiencing, what we're feeling, this interoception, like I talked about for the hands, as we become aware of our inner energetic architecture inside of us and start to be aware of these subtle sensations of the life force movement in the body, right? Which can feel good and also can feel bad, right? So, and what I mean by that is that people can have, and all of us do have this sort of what we consider maybe negative emotions or something that we feel bad about, right? It might be, anger that we had, it could be despair, whatever it is. It has an energetic component inside. And when we start to feel inside like we did with our hands and are aware of that feeling, right? What we have been taught in general, if we've grown up in, most societies probably on the earth, we've been taught to repress those feelings because we can't deal with them. So we push them away, we put them down in the basement, basically, right? The basement of our energetic architecture, hoping that, well, we don't have time to deal with it now, we don't have the skill set, we'll just put it away and it won't be a problem. But it is a problem, and it gets to be more and more of a problem the more you get, the more you progress in life and the less that you deal with issues, right? So the repression of our feelings, our emotions, and all that kind of stuff, it is only really a temporary holding solution, but the warehouse is getting full, so we want to clear that out. And the inner smile is one of the ways you can do it. So rather than, as I say, if we can tune into that feeling that we're having, we might not even be able to put our finger on as what it is, but we can feel it is. So it's like, was it anger? Who knows? It just feels something. It's heavy, right? Perhaps. Or it's tense, right? So if we put our attention on that and we start to radiate that smile, that inner smile of acceptance, just like the baby or the child, this pure love, acceptance, right? When we radiate that, just tune in and accept it fully as it is at this present moment. We're not trying to change it. We're not trying to repress it. We're just trying to connect with it, right? And do the smile of acceptance. An internal transformational process starts to happen naturally. Now, I'm not saying that you're going to resolve every single issue this way, but this is a secret of meditation that most paths have no clue about. You touch it a little bit in the Buddhist metta meditation. They do a little bit, but it's more on a visualization heavy kind of thing. This is so simple. It doesn't require words. It doesn't require anything to change. You're just tuning in to that interoception, that feeling inside, right? That subtle bodily sensation of whatever it is, smiling like you're this child that has this radiant, pure love, and just accepting what's there. It will improve your meditation immensely. I have students who've told me this, that just taking the inner smile, like they may be doing very complicated meditation techniques like Kriya yoga, right? When you get into it, Kriya yoga has a lot of stuff in it, so it can be very complicated. And so people can get all tense up, right? And plus, there's other stuff that's unresolved. So all of this can be challenging for folks. But when they bring the inner smile into it, it has this harmonization aspect, right? It creates an internal energetic harmony because you are bringing the harmony into the disorder, basically, of what you have inside, right? So it's creating a harmony where there is perhaps a chaos or a disorder. And the inner smile is fabulous for that. It's very transformative. And the great thing about it is that you do not require time to do it in a particular technique. You can apply it instantly at any time. And it is very, very effective for enhancing your meditation, right? Just tuning into what you're experiencing. It might be following the particular practice that you're doing. And then you smile as you feel through your energetic architecture on how that practice is working for you. So if you're doing some kind of spinal breathing pranayama, right? Inhaling is your, your awareness of the life force of the energy, prana or whatever is flowing up the spine or whatever it is. If you tune in and apply the inner smile, you will get a major bang for your buck, right? You will get lots of leverage with the inner smile for transforming your meditation practice, right? And so if you've found profound, where whatever meditation practice you're doing, it might be, following the breath or whatever, and maybe you're falling asleep, right? Because you're not engaged, you don't really care, and maybe you don't think it actually works, like the following the breath or whatever meditation practice you're doing, you're bored, right? Normally when we get success at things, it's because we're using some kind of authentic interest, right, in it. It makes it stimulating. It moves the energy, right? So if we are really excited about something like our own little project, hobbies, or whatever, we're more likely to be successful of it than something that we don't really like, because we don't put the energy towards it, right? And so, and similarly in meditation, people may be following the routine of whatever that meditation is, and then really like, well, this should be working, but I'm not really that engaged in it. It doesn't have I'm not like excited about it, right? But when you apply the inner smile, it's like you're bringing the life back into your meditation practice. So this inner smile, check out our videos on it, but it's so simple that you don't even really need a technique, right? It's just giving that pure love smile, like the smile of a child, that innocent smile, tuning into what you feel inside, right? And then just accepting it completely. It will start to transform. Like, don't take my word for it, just do it. Like, experiment with it. It is so easy to do and so profound, and you can apply it to more than your meditation practice, right? So that's what I recommend to folks. Like, especially in stressful situations, like for instance, if you are driving in traffic, if you learn to develop your capacity for the inner smile, you will find yourself radiating this inner harmony, right? That is radiating beyond you to things around you. So I would urge you to learn, how to develop the inner smile, how to apply it, and definitely apply it in your meditation practice, because it will improve your meditation instantly. So if you have any questions about this video, feel free to send me an email at info@modernkriya.com. Also check our website at modernkriya.com and our YouTube channel. So thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.